This video in no way condones fraud, but instead explains how it happens and the consequences thereof. Scammers, beware. By the end of this, you'll reevaluate what you think you plan on doing. Now let's just get into it. First thing you want to do if you're trying to scam with gift cards is pick the victim and talk to him. Then, get them to believe that they were just sent money. Finally, the victim needs to purchase gift cards with the money they believe they were sent, and then hand over that gift card information. While it may sound simple, things can get kind of weird. Let's say you're down bad and now you want to take the risk. You shouldn't, but let's say.
Come on, I'm broke, baby. I ain't got no money.
When first making contact, you'll want to control how the victim sees you. How you decide to make contact can affect whether or not they believe you in the first place. The more removed you are, the less likely they'll take your word.
We communicated through the internet and through the phones.
Thomas then claimed he ran into legal trouble overseas, and Maria started sending money. He was framed. He needed a lawyer. He needed to pay bribes. Wire transfer receipts show Maria sent tens of thousands of dollars. When she contacted us, she still believed Thomas and her relationship were real. How much money have you spent so far helping him out?
Close to $67,000
Over like 3 years.
over 3 years, yes.
$67,000. And you don't think you're being scammed?
I don't. I really don't, because
So, you may not get a lot of traction if you make contact via email, because most people know to ignore their junk mail. If you can somehow show them a trustworthy face, though, through a social media profile or webcam, then odds are they'll be more inclined to follow your instruction. Then, when it's time to supposedly send the money to the victim, you'll need to really be convincing. There needs to be a fake check or a wire from a bank account with no money, or a fake credit or debit card. Whatever you do, the victim needs to be able to use that money from this fake payment to do the next step. What's that next step? Get them to convert that fake payment into gift cards and then have them send the gift card information to you. This is the hardest part because it is hard to get someone to purchase gift cards out of nowhere. If you tell a good story and somehow show them someone who looks real, usually the whiter the better, then you can get most people to do almost anything. So all you have to do, again, is make contact, initiate a fake payment, get your victim to purchase gift cards, and then have them send you the gift card information. These steps are easier said than done, because at the end of the day, you've basically cold called a stranger and got them to do what you want. That's a lot to ask for. That's why I say story is everything. Now, a popular scheme that creative scammers tend to do is called an employment scam. They create a job post for a remote position on Indeed or ZipRecruiter. They mimic the hiring process. Have a phone interview, maybe a Skype interview, get the victim to sign some papers, and show the victim a fake LinkedIn profile in case they're curious. Then, the scammer will tell the victim they got the job and it's time to onboard. They'll send a fake check in the name of the company for the victim to deposit. They'll tell the victim that their first task is to purchase office equipment with a portion of the funds, and then purchase gift cards for the company with the rest of the money. They'll say to purchase Visa gift cards or even Apple gift cards. Then they'll direct the victim to send the gift card information. Once they get that gift card information, it's over. The victim may never hear back from this fake company again, and their account will probably get closed.
Bank fraud and, stealing and money laundering, I know it's real, but to actually happen, dang, look, whatever you're using to find you a job, beware.
The scammer, however, will have turned a fake check into real gift card money that they can use for anything. This particular scam, the employment scam, is really good for when folks are down bad, because people are much more likely to believe that they finally had luck with a job. This scam is also powerful because the victim is the first person to make contact. Nobody wants to admit that they may have gotten played, especially when they feel like it's their fault.
I feel embarrassed. It's true. It happened to me. It could happen to you. let me tell y'all what happened. So my ass, you know, is on Indeed, ZipRecruiter, applying to all the jobs in the entire motherfucking world to try to get a job because I have to support myself now. So I need money. Girl, so tell me why. I get this fucking text message about the best opportunity in the motherfucking world. And you know what? Not thinking about it. Actually, it's not even my fault yet. But $25 an hour, remote work, $20 an hour for training. I was like, oh, this is lit. Cool. So the interview was over Skype. And here comes a red flag, y'all. It wasn't a Skype video. It was Skype text. Like, messaging. And so our entire interview was just pure messaging. And, like, they essentially got, like, this really big, like transportation company. Not gonna say who it is. But, like, you know, that's, I guess, who they, like, try to play as. Explain the position to me as if they know it left, right, and center. And then I was like, cool. And then they had me answer like 10 questions. You know, I'm a good interviewer. So regardless of the fact, I aced those fucking questions if it was a real job. And so long story short, they kind of like hired me that same day, kind of like same hour kind of vibe. Explained to me like that, like I need to essentially like not pay for stuff, but like they're going to send me a check to essentially buy all the office material. I'm like, you know what? That sounds legit. I think. Anyways, I get my fucking offer letter. I sign that shit. Like, they give me like all this like government documents that I have to send in, like all this government document shit. Red flags because like the recruiter, y'all gonna be so mad. Tell me why the recruiter's email was fucking recruitingteammate234@hotmail.com. Yo, I'm literally a dumbass, but I'm so desperate for a job. Kill me. Anyways, this morning basically was like, oh, sorry, we can't send in the check. There's like a problem with like FedEx. We can't send the check over FedEx. If you can please, we can essentially like send you a copy of it. You can print it out and essentially like mobile deposit it. And I already know that's a scam because I already been down this route of like mobile deposit scams once before. And I was like, oh, I just got scammed.
Gift cards are also really good for scammers and bad for victims because they're easy to redeem, can't be disputed, can be used almost anywhere, and allow you to remain anonymous. That is, until the police catch on. Just ask Giatla Lee of Fairfax, Virginia. Instead of an employment scam, the 26-year-old pretended to work for the IRS. They would also pretend to work for the Social Security Administration, Microsoft, and the DEA. He would dial up the victims and tell them to purchase gift cards to fix their account and stay out of jail. By the time Giatla was arrested, he ended up with $500,000 in gift cards. Giatla was charged with money laundering and obtaining money by false pretense. If you think that's a fluke, then let's see what happened with 28-year-old Lynn Chio of Plano, Texas. Lynn was a part of a fraud ring that sent out fake Apple invoices via email to old folks. The old person would dispute the charge by calling the toll-free number on the email, and Lynn would pick up. That's when Lynn would tell them that she refunded them too much money and they needed to return the funds via gift card. Once Lynn got the gift card information, it was over. She would go to Walmart, redeem the cards, and spend that money, ultimately redeeming over $1 million in the span of a few weeks. Lynn is charged with engaging in organized crime, theft, money laundering, and exploitation of the elderly. Now you can do what you want with this information. I don't know your life, but I can say that most people should never consider scamming because they're not cut out for it. And because it's not worth the trouble you'll bring to the victims. So then why am I telling you this? Well, every time we share secrets from the highly sought after 2022 Fraud Bible, we take some of the value out of it. Why purchase the Bible when the game is already public knowledge? By taking the value out of the Fraud Bible, we stop putting money in the hands of those who make their living in the black market. So if you want more fraud news and analysis, then go ahead and press that like button and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, stay out of trouble.
I just dropped a video not too long ago about how the feds crack down on scammers, but they wait for like a very long time until they have enough evidence. And this news story popped up not too long ago. Check this out.
Out of that massive bust, the FBI charging 80 people charged with trying to scam at least $46 million out of their victims by using fake online romance schemes or hacking businesses. ABC's Clayton Sandell has more on the story. Good morning, Clayton.
Hey, good morning to you, Amy. We have all gotten those bogus emails from a certain Nigerian prince who promises to share his vast fortune as long as you give him your bank account number. Well, investigators say these schemes are now becoming more sophisticated and expensive, costing victims in this case millions of dollars.
They coming, man.
14 people accused of financial fraud are in real handcuffs.